Alright, so you asked me some questions about technology, so I figured it's time to turn the whole book around, tables around, and ask you some questions. How do you feel about technology in classrooms?
I think it's helpful in a lot of cases. Or teachers, like in math or whatever, when they need to show a problem and they're out of chalk or something, or they need to put their calculator on the projector or something. But in a lot of cases, you kind of look in the classrooms, like even if you're walking by and you see all the people up front paying attention and all the people in the back, the computer row, just like.
All the kids in the back, right?
Yeah.
It's the smart kids right
I
there.
mean, I'll admit that that's me, but that's usually where the outlets are. So I'm back there. I have like pages of notes for all my classes, and I don't know. But a lot of people can't really resist the desire to go Facebook or whatever. So it's probably not a good idea for those weak-minded people.
So, do you think by like taking away the internet service, say in a classroom, and making it only possible for kids, like say, to get on Word or something like that, so by like taking away the internet service, would that help more kids or hinder or?
I don't know. If people can't control themselves in classes, that means they probably can't control themselves out of classes. And if they can't do that, then that probably means they're gonna fail. And you know, that's something that happens to people if they can't work that hard. But if they're during class and they just can't keep themselves awake without keeping themselves occupied, then and they're still getting their work done, still passing. I mean, it's your prerogative. You're the only person that really knows how you work. And if you're working and you're failing, then you need to change something. And it's all a matter of controlling yourself. That's why you come to college, because you don't need to be controlled like you are in high school.
Do you think we're too technology based? When you do a research report, you go on Wikipedia.com, things like that. When technologically dependent, as they say. Like when our parents were growing up, definitely did not have the World Wide Web available to them. Went to the library like good old days. Do you think World Wide Web is making it too easy maybe for us, making us a little bit dumber in a sense, dumbing it down?
Um.
Don't lie, you know Wikipedia's good shit, and you use it too. Yeah, you heard me.
I think it's making everything more accessible, but I don't know if it's necessarily dumbing people down. It could be the case. I mean, teachers are still requiring that people use a certain amount of books and citing things just so they don't lose that ability to read. Actually, it does. Everybody's stupid. Stupid as hell in high school. And they're dumb as shit. And it doesn't really hit them until they get to college and they realize how stupid they are. And I feel bad for them. But that's mostly because
I'm glad you feel bad for me. Thank you.
Yeah. No, it's okay. No, it's cool.
Spark Notes is my friend. You get that? Spark Notes. SPARKNOTES.com. Any book you want.
Don't fear Shakespeare.
Exactly.
Spell it.
I know, I can spell it. Hey, I'm already a step ahead of most of the people watching this, right? Just kidding. Just kidding. Alright, one of the last questions I'm going to ask you, technology based. Where do you see technology going school-wise in the next couple years? Do you see us being like not even having to go to school? A lot of classes are offered online. Do you see that being like the future? People going to work and taking classes online. Do you see us all being connected like robots or something like that? Maybe a robot doing your class. Like, where do you see the future in 5 years, 10 years of technology in classes?
And in 5 or 10 years, it's probably not going to change entirely too much. There might be more availability of like classes online, like not just classes that you can take, but if you missed the class, maybe you want to pay a $50 fee to see it online or something. But I don't know if it's going to be all streamlined and robots. I think it might be a lot easier, but as far as change comes, I don't think there's much that you can do to change the teacher student come to school. Like as far as physics and chemistry and English goes, there's a certain thing about being there, having the teacher be able to check it physically. That's just easier and a whole bunch less complicated. And until the world ends and we all have to become hermits, I think we're okay with that.
I think a lot of people that take front range calculus online would disagree with you on that last statement, but we'll let it go. No, I'm just kidding. One of the last questions I have for you, man, I had it. Do you see us, I don't know how to put this in the most politically correct term, but do you kind of see us like becoming like slaves to technology in a sense? To the point where like we won't be able to. I mean, I'm not talking like in the next few years. I'm talking about like way into like the college life where most of us really like, you know what I mean? Like most of us won't pick up a book when we could have it read to us online. or, we won't take the time to get to know the person next to us when we can meet people 500 miles away on Facebook. You know what I'm talking about? Like, do you feel that, like, with technology comes this impersonality, like this not knowing someone, not knowing what you're doing? Like, do you feel like technology is going to be like that in the future, or you think we're going to realize what we're doing? It's a mind-provoking, like, I am legend kind of questions right here. Stuff is good.
I don't personally know, just because,
What's your opinion?
my opinion.
Your opinion. You don't have to know anything in order to have an opinion.
Already. Like, I had a roommate who'd meet people on Craigslist and have them take her out, and then bring them home. That was kind of creepy, because you're like, hey,
Whoa. So she had, like, in the most blunt terms, prostitution service on Craigslist.
Kinda.
Wow, any guys interested, Craigslist.com, great site.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Look, my roommate. But,
She's not in your class, right?
no.
So she's not going to see this,
No.
hopefully. Alright, good
Awesome.
stuff.
So, I don't know, but it's different people. Like, me, I'm a touchy-feely, lovey-dovey kind of person. So
Can we hold on a second as I back up? Alright. Okay, keep going. No, just kidding.
I'm a touchy-feely, lovey-dovey person, and I can't really deal with online impersonality. Like, right now it's killing me having everybody that I love, being back far away, and all I have is, like, email. I'm clinging to it, and the phone. So it's hard to really say that it's going to be impersonal, because I think everybody needs that kind of intimacy, and like, people that live on the computers feel with the absence of that. So I don't know. I can't really say. It's kind of scary to think about it. But I'm sure at some point it'll happen. I don't know if it'll control us, because ultimately we control the development of technology.
Only
and
for
I'm
now.
Sure that people are putting caps on it. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of things out now that we could have access to that certain people are keeping behind closed doors, like, or keeping at high prices, like electric cars and shit. Like, that might be better, but might also have worse repercussions. So I think it's just, it's out of our hands, really, about what we can do. It's controlled by people, but not us people. Maybe, several years out of college, when we're old and irrational, we'll be up there controlling that kind of shit. But then we won't be in our right minds, so we won't understand the thoughts that we had today when we filmed it. So,
alright.
yeah.
So what I'm pretty much getting from this whole thing, and I think anyone else can relate to, is that you have gotten that text message that said, hey, and you thought they were really happy with you. You respond, and they send back the text message, I hate your guts, and you totally miscommunicated with the text message, which we have all done. So that impersonality that, like, you don't really know. Someone could write something, but it can mean a million different things depending on the tone, which you don't get from a text message, per se.
Yeah.
Don't lie, because I know that happened to you, it happened to me, it happened to everyone. Exactly, it happens to all the best of us, the best. Alright, the very last question I have, which is the most important probably of this whole documentary sort of idea that we're going with. If you could have a robot, if you could have a robot and had one special task, what would it do for you? And please keep it PG rated, because we are showing this in a classroom setting. Take your time, it's a great thought, it's a great question.
It'd be a kitty.
It'd be a what?
It'd be a kitty.
And it would perform all the duties of a cat, I'm guessing. Why not?
Minus the shitting part.
Oh, okay. There's the truth. And then, like, you can turn it off during the night, and, like, you don't have to, like, worry about it, like.
No, you don't turn off the kitty. The kitty stays and annoys you all throughout the night.
But, like, what do you know? Like, it just could be, like.
You don't have to feed it.
You don't have to feed it, I
No,
guess.
you always feed cats.
You always feed cats, because you
they
can.
Get fat.
You can, like,
fat robot kitty.
feed an electronic fish, I guess. You can plug it into your computer programming things. It'll be making out with your, like, electric outlet or something like that, and it's in heat. Something along that line. Alright, well, thanks. Go ahead, what are you going to say?
Why did you have to make my cat so unnatural? I just want a robot kitty.
Because I think the whole idea of a robot kitty is unnatural, when you have plenty of poor little kitties running around the New York street getting hit by taxi cabs.
Well, then why'd you
Personal
I
story.
Want a cat.
Okay, well, get a cat.
I mean,
ask me the question, and I'll tell you what kind of robot I wanted to do and what I wanted to do.
Okay, fine.
I want it to find me the hottest guy ever, bring him to me,